Hello everybody and welcome back to Rain World, Archaeologist Edition. Previously, we got our hands on the last of the pearls that we needed. And this time, we're gonna read so many pearls. I made the mistake of spitting even the one that I had in my stomach out in the thing, so we're gonna see if this pearl looks red. Ah, little archaeologist, you're here again. I'm gonna see if this is one of the ones we want or not. Is this the new farmer race pearl? I had an order I was planning on reading these in, but I was foiled by the 12, ooh, something new you want me to look at, little creature. You're getting quite good at this, little archaeologist beast. Now let's see what it says. It's a small plate, a little text of spiritual guidance. It's written by a monk called 4 Cabinets, 11 Hatchets. I love their names. It's old, several ages before the void fluid revolution. Oh, speaking of void fluid from the last episode, what is the void fluid revolution? I love these things you say. Ooh. Alright. Interesting start already. Like most writing from this time, it's quite shrouded in analogies. Oh god, the analogies! Not the analogies, please! Don't make me... I don't think anyone else wants to listen to me try and pick apart the logistics of analogies again. Shrouded in analogies, but the subject is how to shed one of the 5 natural urges which tie a creature to life, namely number 4, gluttony. Ooh, the natural... That's one of the things Books of the Moon says in one of the other pearls is oh, we can't ascend, you're too tied up in your, animal instincts or animal issues, or, it's something that seemed to me pretty similar to the concept of natural urges. Ooh, is this ooh. Letting go of the urges ooh, is this, somehow related to ascension, namely number 4, gluttony? Oh boy, one of the most applicable ones probably in this game, because I have to eat. I mean, I have to eat, but It is basically an instruction on how to starve yourself on herbal tea and gravel, but disguise the poem. Oh no! Oh no! That's fucked up! Now, of course, when void fluid was discovered, these methods proved obsolete, as it was more easy just jumping in a vat of it to effortlessly leave this world behind. That's what I was just talking about! Oh my god! Wow, I really got those opinions out right timelyly. Okay, so void is transportable. I could just go down there with a big ol' plastic tub, scoop some up and sit in it like a bathtub and I would ascend? Is that what you're saying? I mean, that'd probably be very disrespectful for the fact that it's a big spiritual thing, but Wait, hold on. But if void fluid is one of the things 5 Pebbles was providing to them, what does that mean? Ooh. Oh, so was it previously they did ascension by things other than the void sea. So they did this other thing, and then they found out about the void sea, and they were like, oh shit, you can just get in this, big water, and you're good. Ooh. So is that to imply... But again, it's just okay. So I assume the ancients are oh, let's see if somebody else ascends. Let's just dunk this lizard in. Let's just dunk this lizard in a bathtub of void fluid and see if that ascends. Nope. That's a funny mental image. There were some horror stories, though, that if your ego was big enough, not even the void fluid could entirely cross you out. And a faint echo of your pompousness would grandiosely haunt the premises forever. There's lore they know about the echoes! Oh! Ooh! Also, the wording again of crossing you out, that was in the Big Sis Moon lore pearl about someone's trying to cross themselves out. Your pompousness and... Okay, so the echoes are this is saying, yeah, the echoes are a thing that we know about, and it's just, they're so egotistical. That's such a funny way of having that be the lore. These guys are just so whack. They're so ridiculous, they're so proud, even for the ancients. That's incredible. Oh my god. So even when the void fluid baths became cheaper, some would still starve and drink the bitter tea. Oh. Fascinating! I was kind of worried when it said about the poem and stuff. I'm like, oh, this is going to be flavor, but not anything lore interesting. That's a lot of interesting, like... That's kind of, like, confirming some of the stuff I was thinking about, and... Wow, that's a cool one. Okay, so I think this pink pearl is the shoreline one then. Or it's possibly the other farmer raised one. Either way, it's not one that I need. So yeah, I'll get back to y'all when I get to when I find one of the other ones out of this mess. Okay, I think I finally got the right color. So this is the Subterranean pearl that I've read before. Hopefully. A new gift for me, little archaeologist. It's a conversation log, all plain text. Do you want me to read it? Private, 7 red suns, chasing wind. Chasing wind. Have you had any contact with 5 pebbles recently? 7 red suns. Not in a long while, actually, unless worrying about him counts. Oh, I forgot about that. Like, yeah, no, they are friends. And also, worrying about him does not count as contact with 5 pebbles, 7 red suns. 7 red suns is so weird. I like them. They're funky. Out of all the iterators we've run into, they're kind of the one I hope, if we meet any iterators that are ones mentioned in these logs, I'd like to meet them. They seem fun. They also seem like they might be a bit of a little shit. But that would be fun! Chasing wind, one of his neighbors, unparalleled innocence, sent an overseer to his can and got some images. They were made public in the local group in an effort to be mean, I suppose. There's no other way of putting it. He looks awful. Yeah. Also, just unparalleled innocence, on the other hand, I'm like, this is like the only actual character thing we've seen of you so far. You're a little bitch, and not in the affectionate way I talk about 5 pebbles. Damn. Damn. He's trying to cope! Not well, but, you know. 7 red suns tell me. Chasing wind. He's got the rot very badly. Big cysts have become mobile and are scattering down the west and middle legs. He does listen to you and few others by now, so you should talk to him. Yeah. Which, the way this is phrased does make me think that, like, this obviously, based on the timeline, has to be his current corruption and not his first fit of corruption. Assuming there are only 2, but you know, whatever. So, like, I mean, the way they say it kind of makes it seem like nobody, like, it's not a generally known thing about 5 Pebbles' first time of being corrupted. Which is interesting. Few others by now has some big implications, like the by now. 7 red suns, I will try to contact him. Does Moon know? Chasing wind, Moon has been unavailable for some time. But looks to the moon, does know. So presumably, like, they know that 5 Pebbles has some shit going on badly. So I think Looks to the Moon was at least in contact with 5 Pebbles long enough to be, yeah, Moon does know. And And once again, I don't want to... I'm not saying Five Pebbles has anything to do with Looks to the Moon's current condition. Because there's nothing right now that actually would support that. But, like... It's... The timing of it is not necessarily... The implied timing that you're getting from here is not necessarily, you know... the most flattering to him. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Something's been going very wrong with Five Pebbles. And also, like, the fact that at least the Big Sis Moon thing definitely lends a lot more weight to... Not that, you know, the Pearl with that lore. Like, that specific Sky Islands Pearl lore definitely put some extra weight onto what Chasing Wind is saying. Because before I was just like, okay, here's a completely new character I've never heard of before. But the fact that they were at least close enough to be like, hey... I'm also in that Sliverist group. There's some shit going down with Five Pebbles. Like, oh, they know him enough to be in the different private group chat. To be concerned about him. So, like, they were close at one point, I'm guessing. Alright. Let's try and get the next last pearl. There's so many green pearls! But yeah, I'll be back to you when I find the right one. Here we go again, little archaeologist. Let's read your pearl. It's the blueprint for a void fluid filtration system. Do you know what void fluid is? I think you don't. I mean, I've made some guesses now. But you know, you can tell. I would like for it to be confirmed. God, I'm so good. The fact that I'm just sitting here going, oh, what's up with the void fluid before? Damn. Precognition, baby. If you leave a stone on the ground and come back sometime later, it's covered in dust. This happens everywhere. And over several lifetimes of creatures such as you, the ground slowly builds upwards. Okay. I'm not sure if that's how it works in the real world, but this time I'm just not going to quibble with it. I'm just going to say, like, okay, yeah, that's just a rule of this universe. Moving on. Okay, so we built... Oh, is that why the deep downs are so deep down? So why doesn't the ground collide with the sky? Because far down, under the very old layers of the earth, the rock is being dissolved or removed. The entity which does this is known as the Void Sea. Oh, it's an entity?! Ooh! I mean, I kind of assumed that the thing you run into at the end was an entity, but, like, the sea itself is an entity? Ooh. Ooh. Ooh! That's so cool! I didn't know that part. If you drill far enough into the earth, you begin encountering a substance called void fluid. The deeper you go, the less rock and more void fluid. It's believed that there is a point where the rock completely gives way. Below that would be the Void Sea. Yeah, okay, that's what I ran into. If you drill far enough into the earth, that reminds me of the echo by the Subterranean that's like, oh yeah, drilling straight through the ancient civilizations. Ooh, did they run into void fluid before they ran into the Void Sea? And they were drilling through these ancient civilizations that used to exist? And to get to the Void Sea to make an easier way to ascend. Also, I forgot to mention about the last thing. Hey, I was, 99% sure anyway, but confirmation of the echoes are ancients. Yay. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I think they probably did encounter void fluid before they encountered the Void Sea. When that stone you placed upon the ground has finally done its time in the sediments, it meets the void fluid and is dissolved, leaving the physical world. Ooh, so going into the Void Sea dissolves you. Goodbye, body! So, I mean, this might get answered in a second, but like, If, presuming that you throw the body into the Void Sea... Ooh, this might, actually, that other pearl might answer it, because it's like, The echoes may or may not have been Void Sea Ascension. They might have used a different method. We don't know. I mean, it's still possible they might have been Void Sea. Cause, I mean, that would make more sense because the idea is, oh yeah, if you do the Void Sea, but you're too much of a big-headed about it, then you do that. So no, never mind. It is all leaving the physical world. I mean, that makes sense with the Ascend, thing, where it's like, oh yeah, Ascension, you have left this world behind. Yeah. Had no more body. My creators, or rather my creators' ancestors, figured out a way to use void fluid. Because you can generate energy by creating a vacuum. Never mind. It's like, I'm gonna go into the tech, and I'm not gonna explain the technical stuff to you. That's... Because you can generate energy, yeah, never mind. Anyway, the void fluid drills were what started the big technological leap. But this is very long before I entered this world, so I can only tell you what I remember from priming. Ooh. I mean, I'm assuming the priming is like, this is like when you're either being built or after you started having consciousness, this is what you were like, the historical context you were given either through like, oh, they just programmed into you, you know that, or like they taught you. Interesting. Oh yeah, also, why are you embalming a body if you're just gonna get it dissolved? A void fluid filtration system is used because if you take void fluid from close to the bedrock horizon, it will contain traces of rock and dirt. They bring in dirty fluid and then filter it to increase its purity. The other way is to put a pipe deeper, which works well for some time, but the pipe dissolves. Or is broken by some force. No one really knows. You don't go down there and come back up. Oh, broken by some force! Oh, I mean, obviously, if you're far enough down, I mean, I can encounter the creature in the Void Sea while playing the game and swim back up, but I assume narratively, it's broken by some force. Big ol' creature, big ol' thing. Ooh, so they might not know about it, which, yeah, makes sense. Okay, so the filtration system, that's for doing that area is for pulling up void fluid and processing it. Oh, so they're dependent on 5 pebbles for void fluid, probably because the iterators also run the filtration system in some sense. Or at least, one of the filters. Okay. That also answers that there is one void sea. And there's probably multiple entrants. There could be multiple entrances, but the question of whether or not the ancients bothered doing that much digging down through everything in order to get to the Void Sea is questionable. Okay, so the ancients aren't necessarily all I mean, this is kind of a previous one, but also the ancients are necessarily just throwing themselves into the Void Sea like, whee! Every time. It might be much more common for them to bring the void fluid up and then dunk themselves in it afterwards, I guess. Although that leaves the question of, like, how many times can you use the void fluid that's taken out of the Void Sea before, like, it becomes something? Is that a thing? What happens to the void? Like, because, like, I've never encountered that I know of up here. So, what happens to it once you take it out? Is that going to be answered here? I don't know. I hope this satisfied your curiosity, little creature. Oh, it did. I mean, yeah, it did. Ooh, that's neat. I like that. Anyway. That's the last pearl, guys! The last physical pearl. Hi. So, yeah, now after this, we've just got the Sky Islands lore that we haven't gotten to read in this playthrough, which I'm just gonna, like, put up the text as I read. I guess I'll figure out that part when I'm editing. Oh! The fact that Five Pebbles calls this the old way. Is it the old way because originally they just found the Void Sea and were dunking themselves in that to use the Void Fluid Ascension method? And then later on they built the filtration system, which allowed them to bring the Void Fluid to them, and they just used it there instead of having to take the journey. And that's why it's, again, the old way. Possibility. Okay, this is getting stressful, but I'm just sitting here to try and see. Oh god, the light's fading. I think the rain is approaching. You better go, little archaeologist. I will be fine. It's not pleasant, but I have been through it before! Okay. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit! My controller battery died! Oh god, I kinda need to watch. I kinda wanna watch. This is bad of me, isn't it? Nope. Nope. Fucked up. Oh no! Oh, I just wanted to see that. Oh, I feel bad. Oh. Oh no! I wanted to see what would happen. Oh, I'm sorry, Moon. Oh. Curiosity is... This is a lesson to you kids. Curiosity is bad. Oh, I feel bad about that. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, this is not encouraging for... Oh, I'm very glad I'm gonna read some more stuff after this, because ending on this for a session would be such a fucking downer. Alright, so now we are on my bullshit of reading the Sky Islands prose that we didn't get in this one. I didn't do the math earlier because my brain was trying to play and whatever at the same time. But there's 5 total. We read 2 of them on this playthrough, so there's 3 we need to get through. One of them is from what I've read before, but not on the playthrough, so we're going to start with that, and then we're going to look at the 2 more new pearls we still have to read through. So yeah, let's go. Oh, this one is all plain text. It's an excerpt from an Iterator conversation group. Closed group, Sliver of Ocean. Sliver of Ocean group, all participants anonymous. You. Ha! I wouldn't necessarily disagree. NGI. Sliver of Straw was a traitor to the cause. Sliver of Straw broke the self-destruction taboo. I do like this iterator because their voice is just like, let me speak in all caps. Do they do that all the time? I don't know. It'd be funny if that was like their whatever quirk, or if also it's just them yelling. Either way, it's a funny way of reading them. I'm assuming the NGI person is someone that we haven't seen before. At least not in terms of literally seeing their dialogue, but who knows? So far I'm guessing you. Yeah. You. How did this idiot get in here? Kick them out. Now, my assumption is that you is, 7 Red Suns? Literally just because of, like, the phrasing of that and the little, like, tilde thing at the end. I feel like they use that in their dialogue with 5 Pebbles. 0 actual basis. No proof that it's not them, though. I don't know. NGI forcibly removed from group. EP, Erratic Pulse, aka the one we talked about before. I think they had a point. You. Haha, really? Elaborate. EP. It was definitely coming from an idiotic state of mind, but there is something to it. Why is it that, even in a closed sliverous group, the self-destruction taboo is held so high, while Sliver of Straw herself evidently is not among us anymore? Yeah, why is it in Sliver of Straw? The implication there is that EP thinks that Sliver of Straw might have crossed herself out, not just died. Which is possible, because we don't know what happened. Yeah, I think is the implication here that it's like, oh yeah, EP thinks that Sliver of Straw crossed herself out somehow, by self-destructing, and then there's the self-destruct pearl, obviously, so it's like, is EP trying to do that? Who, again, I think they might be five pebbles, I don't know. And then HF, who's a new one. Wait now. EP. I'm just saying that for all the research we're doing, all the theories we have, it's strange to leave this path untrod. EP. It is not a new idea, but it needs to be vented occasionally. What if there is no universal solution? What if perception is in fact existence, and when Sliver of Straw sent the triple positive, it was not a mistake? What if crossing oneself out, or even just death, is the way? We need to consider the possibility. Interesting that EP distinguishes between crossing oneself out and death, but also being the way. Because I was interpreting crossing oneself out as, like, ascending. Is there a third thing? Is there a third thing between ascending and dying but repeating the cycle? Is that kind of implied in here? But also, like, what if there is no universal solution? We know that that is a fact, because, like, the things that work it doesn't seem like the things that work. Five Pebbles found out a way just for the slug cats, but that doesn't seem to work for anyone else. So, like, wouldn't that kind of imply that there isn't a universal solution? At least that part is right? Yeah, once again. I still feel like EP might be Five Pebbles again, just because of narrative stuff. Could be somebody else, though. I don't know. We don't know. And I would also guess, it's possible that, Chasing Wind has to be in here. I think it's Chasing Wind who says it. Like, I don't know if there's someone who talks here. If so, they're either you or HF, which I think HF is probably the one from the other conversation who's overhearing it, just probably because of the way they phrase, just because of the fact that they're like, hold on, and whatever, as opposed to, although I feel like it might be, it might be weird if you is Seven Red Suns then, because I feel like they might also express, hey, somebody's talking. They might not care about the fact that somebody's talking about them. It might only be I'm just saying because they care about Five Pebbles again. We don't know that it's Five Pebbles, and they don't know that it's Five Pebbles, so I don't know. This is definitely a big one, but I feel like there's some stuff that I'm just not understanding. Whether that's me or something else, I don't know. That's what I got out of that one, so let's go down to the new ones. I'm very excited. It's hard to read it on the wiki the same way I would on the other one because of the scrolling, but okay. Oh no! Oh, I just got to the first part of it. It's me writing to the local integrator group. I have no memories of this. Oh no, the local integrator group has to include Five Pebbles. Okay, date 1654-110. Because I have access to this. This is definitely because the other, so I'm looking, because I can look at the other ones. So the Close Sliver of Ocean and the Big Sis Moon, where they're kind of reporting that part happening, are both 1650. This is 1654. So I'm assuming that this is afterwards, if I'm understanding the timeline stuff correct. Ooh, Big Sis Moon to local group! Oh, are the iterator groups grouped together like, oh, these are the little families? So is Moon like Big Sis to the iterator group in general, but not to all the iterators? Possibility! Which, I mean, again, assuming the Five Pebbles is in their iterator group, because Luxton specifically says about Five Pebbles being built so close to her. I would make them siblings. Are they siblings? Ooh. Big Sis Moon. 2 cycles ago, my neighbor oh god, oh no! Oh no! This is gonna go, I can already tell this is gonna go bad because of the timing and just, I can feel it in my bones. Looks at the Moon Head doesn't have any memories. Oh, Looks at the Moon doesn't remember this. Is that significant? Because before... Like, I mean, the other one that we saw with the conversation with them in it, they said, I can't recall much. They have no memories of this one. Is that also significant? Oh, God. My neighbor Five Pebbles drastically increased his water consumption to 4 times the normal amount. He's been unresponsive for a period of time longer than that. The 2 of us share groundwater, and I have been without water for almost a cycle. It was not a good decision in hindsight? Is this the moment when the hindsight happens? Oh no, the dots are connecting and I'm not happy with the shape that they're forming. Increased his water consumption, so he's... I mean, I think Books of the Moon talks about, like... Oh no. I was gonna say about the water consumption, the fact that they need it to process, which they presumably do. If Five Pebbles is doing some shady extra shit on the side, because I think they said with the trying to circumvent taboos, takes up a lot of energy, a lot of processes to manage, so it would probably take more water for them to work. But also the fact is, like, oh yeah, if they don't have enough water, they die, which is obviously concerning for them, but... Oh my god. Oh no. I mean, I know this ends at least well enough that Looks at the Moon doesn't die here, but oh my god. Big Sis Moon, any attempts at communication have been met with complete silence and my situation is becoming increasingly dangerous. Oh no. Ooh. But also, like, does this mean that with the question of Moon hasn't been responsive for some time, is that do Chasing Wind and Seven Red Suns know about what happened? Like, the fact that they said, does Moon know? Moon has been unresponsive. Does Chasing Wind know? Is Chasing Wind part of the local iterator group? Do they know that Looks to the Moon was having some crisis stuff and then this? Oh no. Oh no. Big Sis Moon, I asked the local group for information about when you were last able to contact him, and to try to use those same communication channels again, repeatedly until you get a response. I will be clear on this. If he is not persuaded to stop whatever he was doing, I will die. God. Oh, this girl is so mean. I mean, it's true. But also, ooh. If he's not persuaded to stop it, Looks to the Moon is in a very bad spot, obviously, when you run into them, but they're not dead. So whether, because somebody got in hold of him, or just accidentally, Five Pebbles did stop enough that that part didn't kill Looks to the Moon. Oh, the question of which of those it is gonna be would be a very big thing in terms of what it means for them. Because, like, if it's, oh yeah, somebody got a hold of Five Pebbles and he stopped at least enough not to kill them, it's like, god damn. Like, it definitely, I mean, obviously he's still desperate and kind of messed up, but at least he was enough to do that. And if he didn't, I mean, either way, it still puts Looks to the Moon in a precarious situation, because, like, they're not in contact with anyone, and nobody can be in contact with them, so, like, And as far as Five Pebbles knows, they might assume, he might assume that she's dead anyway, but... Oh god. Big Sis Moon. Before that happens, I will utilize my seniority privilege and use forced communications, hoping to shake him out of it. Forced communications in the network will be unpleasant for all, and I will wait as long as possible before I turn to that option. Oh. What does that mean? Oh. Oh god. What is... Ooh. When we unpleasant... Ooh, that's... So the local... Oh. Unparalleled Innocence is also in this fucking group. This fucking local literary group. Because isn't that what they said? I mean, they said that they shared it, but they're also one of Five Pebbles' neighbors, which assumes that they're one of Looks at the Moon's neighbors. I don't know. Oh, this Pearl is so awful. I mean, it's very well written, but for me, I'm suffering. Oh, and now here I am to my waist in water and getting drowned on the regular. Yeah, okay. I mean, Oh, no! So, is that because... Actually, that's got a lot of lore implications, too, because... Okay. Now, Looks to the Moon has excess water. So, obviously they didn't get there. They were still... with all their other stuff. They seem to have all of their other functioning. So, are they up to their waist in water... because of, like, oh shit, my other stuff isn't working, so I don't need... Oh, getting drowned on the regular. Looks at the Moon is remembering at least some... I mean, mechanically, they don't remember what happens if you reset, which counts as a loss, but, like... Oh, that sucks that they remember the voids. I feel extra bad for the thing I just tried. seeing what happens if you stay now. Oh, no. But, like... Is the water because of, like, okay, Looks at the Moon is no longer using it, so the water just stays there? I mean, how is Looks to the Moon out of water when they're in shoreline, though, is what I want. Like, how much goddamn water? Oh, is shoreline having that much? I mean, they said groundwater, not just the shoreline water. Can they not use the shoreline water? Or is the shoreline new? And there's so much water now because there's basically no iterators using it anymore. Or, I mean, it looks to the... It's also... initially, my brain was thinking like, oh yeah, I'm back to the, hey, Five Pebbles' area seems kind of dry in comparison to everything else. Concerning. Like, is water also a problem for Five Pebbles? I don't know. Oh, I don't like this Pearl. It's concerning. The reappearance. God, imagine if this had been my first time of seeing Big Sis Moon. It's like, oh my god, Big Sis Moon, and then I'm like, oh no, Looks to the Moon is fucking suffering. Well, at least we have the absolute confirmation that Looks to the Moon isn't gonna die of not having water. Alright, I've calmed down some. Ready to move on to the very last lore pearl of the base game. I remember this. It isn't pleasant reading, but if you must hear it, this is what it says. Ooh. 1654-116 private forced. Yeah, so this takes place after that one very shortly. And it's the forced community. Oh no. Oh no. The fact that it's forced Looks at the Moon is like, I'm only gonna do this if nobody else can get a hold of Five Pebbles. So nobody else could, either he didn't listen to them or they couldn't get a hold of... Oh god, oh god. I'm getting what I wanted. I'm getting Looks to the Moon and Five Pebbles talking. And it's gonna be... Oh no, it's gonna be... Am I gonna be right about some bad stuff happening? Oh no! Oh, I mean, whoever put it this way on the wiki obviously was like, oh yeah, let me put it timeline-wise, which makes sense. Imagine if I had gotten this last pearl without the context of the previous one. I mean, the previous one still would have hit, but it wouldn't have hit as hard. Oh, I would have been so confused. It would have been even worse. Big Sis Moon, 5 pebbles. Big Sis Moon, immediately lower your groundwater consumption to 1/5 of the current intake. I've talked before about Looks to the Moon being like, have I here, or was that on my Tumblr? About like them being like appreciating the fact that they're very firm on their boundaries, and like the fact that it's like Looks to the Moon is very niceies for the most part, but like the fact that if something is whatever, then they don't fuck around with that. And being like, oh yeah, see, Looks to the Moon in other modes other than being niceies about stuff. That's so cool with the saying rude things about. I don't know. Like, ooh, Looks to the Moon. Like here, they're being like very severe, and obviously like it's warranted, but it still says a lot about their character that they would be like this. Big Sis Moon, stop whatever it is you are doing. Big Sis Moon, please stop. Oh, is 5 Pebbles not even responding to the forced one? Oh, I don't know if it's gonna be worse if I keep going and it's just Looks to the Moon. Or if 5 Pebbles talks back and says something real bad. Oh, no. I mean, they're both gonna be very heart-wrenching. Oh, no! Game, why? Big Sis Moon is your local group senior. I order you as your senior, I plead. Oh, they're like glitching and they're talking. They're like, oh, looks to the moon. But before that happens, part of that, are you cutting this like turbo close? Oh, this is bad. I'm leaning more towards the they're not responding. The fact that Looks to the Moon remembers the forced communication, but not the desperately talking to the local iterator group is something. Let's just mean to stop. 5 Pebbles. Oh my god, oh no! Oh! Actually, I think this is worse! This is worse! Why did I ask to see them communicating? Why? Me? You got what you wanted. Were you happy with it? No! 5 Pebbles. You could not have chosen a worse moment to disturb me. You have ruined everything. Oh my god. I mean, I have to assume that 5 Pebbles... Imagine me saying earlier, oh yeah, 5 Pebbles stops because of some affection that he has for Looks to the Moon despite his desperation. I mean, presumably he does stop enough. Or does he? Because I haven't gone to the end yet. It might be coincidence. He might not have actually stopped, and it might have been something else to save Looks to the Moon. Oh no. Like, I mean, I have to assume that there has been some amount of affection that they had previously. They might not have, because this is the only time we're getting of them talking. But, like, the fact that Looks to the Moon seems to us otherwise, like, talking of them at least neutrally. Wow. I was right, at least. Listen, even if not all the other stuff, 5 Pebbles does fuck Looks to the Moon over in this set, even if he does fix it now. But, like, assuming that they were on good terms before, this also says a lot about how far 5 Pebbles' desperation and everything has gone to the fact that it's like, oh yeah, no, like, 5 Pebbles, like, this is a possibility 5 Pebbles did the high water consumption knowing what could happen to Looks to the Moon. And he was just like, yeah, no, fuck it, it's worth it, or I don't care enough. Or whatever, to do that for the purpose of getting out of all this stuff. I mean, I hate him for it, but it's also, like, it's deeply, like, compelling as a concept to say what state he's in. Oh, you have ruined everything. It's so cruel. Big Sis Moon, please. 5 pebbles. I almost had it. I will never forget this. That's the end of the pearl? What? What? This is the last lore pearl I read in the game? This is what I get? Oh my god. Okay, so they're just leaving it out in the open. Did 5 pebbles actually stop? Or did something else happen? We don't know. I'm never gonna know unless it gets addressed in Downpour or something else. Who wrote this pearl? Oh. I almost had it. I will never forget this. I get it, but also... Oh, no. I don't even know what to say. That's so fucked up. I mean, again, it's just, yeah. He's just, yeah, desperate. And, yeah, willing to be like this. The I will never forget this is like, oh, okay. So if they ever come into communication again in the games, which we don't have any guarantee of this again, because it's not like we're fixing anything. We're just, and I said about appreciating the fact that we didn't do anything for this. I'm suddenly not, I mean, I wasn't happy about it before, especially with Looks to the Moon, because of the fact that it's like, even if we're helping them with the little bit, with stabilizing them with their giving them some neurons, it doesn't really, they're still in the same state that eventually they're still going to break down and die, I mean, which again applies to everyone. There's no saving the iterators in the game that it gives you. At least in base game Moon and Survivor. Who knows, with Hunter or the Downpour what's gonna happen, but... Damn, this is a real downer to end this on. I'm glad I'm definitely gonna do the other ones in another episode, because I'm gonna need some time to process this, and also just to have something a little bit better to end the series off on than... I mean, I'm gonna play Hunter, I'm gonna play Downpour, I'm gonna get the Downpour pearls, so I'm gonna at least do, more there's gonna be more archaeologists running, but, for the base game. God damn. Yeah, so that's it for the lore pearls. Yay. So yeah, for one last time, I'll see y'all next time for my processing things thoughts on these pearls and the endings of the 2 base play versions. Bye!